Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to start off by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yeshua, the Ruel. And salutations to you, Akim, out in the highways and the byways, preaching this word in truth and in sincerity. And basically, what we're going to go in today, it's going to be a quick in transit. And how Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is he's getting desperate. So now he's making more moves and trying to force people to deal with Vicky.
Even though she's 19.
And she's it's not about that she's 19. She's lying about her age.
Now we gotta talk
in code.
In code, because if you're in the know, and if not, well, then you better get in tune. But hey, Esau Edom is now saying that he's gonna go door to door and convince people to take it, and then drive them out to a car. That's what Cuomo, the mayor from New York said.
Or the governors or the mayor, right?
Mayor.
Yeah.
Him, other people. Now, there's actually people going out, whether they realize it or not, to check who has it and who doesn't. And of course Esau, he's tricky, man. He's gonna be like, nah, we're not forcing anybody. We're just, this and that. But in reality, he is, man. He's setting everything around those who do not take this to live uncomfortably, man. So that they could end up taking it. So, hey, we're gonna start off with that scripture. This is Revelations 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. And Esau Edom knows this. That's why now he's coming out with these new tactics to try to make sure people get this, man, so he can fulfill his new world order.
Yeah.
And it's gonna these things are gonna get even more extreme, man. Now there's actual signs being posted outside restaurants, movie theaters and different areas, saying you cannot come in this establishment unless you are fully Vicky.
Right. Google just announced that they're gonna postpone the return to at work. Basically work from home until October. And when you come back to work into these offices, you gotta have proof that you have Vicky in you. And that's just a prelude. Having Vicky in you is a prelude to having Marcus in you. Do you see? The electronic device known as Marcus in Revelation 13.
You do not want Marcus in you, man.
No, you don't. You don't want Vicky or Marcus in you. You know what I'm saying? Dumb man.
Hey, can I get this?
Yeah.
This is 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We all know what this is leading to, man. When you see the army outside your door talking about, we just want to know if you know damn well that's not all they want to do. They want to make sure, they want to figure out who's in the house, how many people live in the house, who's fully Vicky'd and who's not. And then after that, they might leave that same day. But they're going to come back and say, well, look, this person, when we came a couple of days ago, weeks or months, this person wasn't. So now we have to take them in because they're the problem why that Delta variant is doing what it's doing.
Right, yeah, so they're going to come in, like at 3 in the morning, bust down your door because you don't want to deal with Vicky, right? And they're going to haul you away to these camps, that they're building up. Some are already built, okay? And they're going to be torturing Jake, because judgment is first coming to the house of the Most High. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, Proverbs, 1 Peter 4 and 17. So they're going to haul you away by force, And if some of us get hauled away, like in Revelations,
Cast into prison.
And, for 10 days, you know what I'm saying? Be faithful unto death, basically, you know what I'm saying? Trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Understand what death is, man. All right, the spirit lives, man. We're Israelites. All right, our spirit will live forever. You know what I'm saying? And all the other spirits too, but we're more precious. All right, so we die in the Lord. Hey, we're just gonna, it's just a little transition. All right, and the Lord's gonna raise us up, man. The first that die in Yahweh Shai are gonna be risen up first, man.
Right, because ultimately that's what it's gonna boil down to. Those who serve the living power, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, in truth and in sincerity, and those who don't. Because those who don't they're gonna fold under anything and everything. Right. But those who do truly believe, hey, they're gonna take this to the death, man. Right. And that's what Esau doesn't want, man. But hey, those of you in the know, those of you that so-called believe, that call yourselves believing in the Lord and all that, hey, if you take this, you really don't believe in the Lord. But if you don't, and you keep your faith in Him, then hey, you might have to go through to the point where you get killed. But then again, the Lord is so merciful. Just for the simple fact that you actually stood up and you were willing to die, the Lord might save your life, man. Just like the Lord did with Abraham and his son. Yeah. He's seen that Abraham was willing to do it, that He stopped him. Like, nah, you're good. I seen that you were about to, so because of that, I'm gonna spare your son. So the same thing with us, because the Lord sees that we're willing to give our lives. He's gonna be like, hey, you know what? Nah, and then boom, like Isaiah 59. When the troops shall come in like a flood, then I shall lift up a standard against them. Yeah. So the Lord might lift up a standard right then and there. So don't lose hope. And if we do have to die, like the brother was saying you gotta have that understanding that hey, it's just a transition. And because we were willing to die, the Lord might make it to where we don't feel pain.
Yeah, like Stephen.
Yeah, like Stephen. Now there's no scriptures that clearly says that, but based on how he was acting and reacting to everything, that's how it was.
Right. Can you grab Sirach 4:28?
Okay.
Yeah, because we gotta hold on to this thing, man. Fight for the truth even unto death. You see?
Hey, and I mean, Jake always wants to have a good name, right? Wants to be known as the rawest individual and all that. How raw is it gonna be that you died for what you believe, man? For your nation, for the Lord, man, and that being written in a book, in the kingdom of heaven, and the people in the kingdom of heaven reading it. This is the man who stood stiffly and gave up his life for the Lord, man. How raw would it be you reading your own stories, man? You see, like think about things like this. Hey, just like that movie, what was it, Gladiator? Yeah. He said, oh, he's a big man. I wouldn't want to fight him. And what'd he say? Well, that's why your name will never be remembered. Yep. So we gotta a good name is better than precious ointment. Yeah. Having this mentality will help you overcome whatever Esau brings your way, man. But this is Sirach 4:28. It says, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee.
Yeah, and that's playing right to the point. Hold on to this truth. Fight for the truth. Fight for the Lord, man. Strive for the truth unto death, and Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai will fight for you, man. When that guillotine comes down, the Lord sees your faith. All right, He could rescue you right then and there. He could give you spiritual power where you just stand up and that guillotine breaks apart, and you fuck up all the heathens around you, man. And not only that, but the 1/3 that are in the crowd, all right, in that FEMA camp with you, they see the power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai working through you, and now they believe. All right, now they cleave onto you, and you take them out of that FEMA camp. There's examples in the scripture, in Acts, yeah, where they went to prison. All right, and Paul, the angel came and let him out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to remember these scriptures. You got to put this word in your inward parts, man. All right, and not fear death, not fear Esau, Edom, or fucking 2/3 heathens or any kind of heathen. Okay, fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and it will go well with thee.
Yep, that's it. You got something else? No, okay, come. Hey, and that's what it is, man. You know, the Lord takes care of what's His, man. You know, but we have to be willing to go
Sirach
through.
2:10.
We have to be willing to go through whatever the Lord has in store for us.
Yeah, you gotta
Never
go through that
fold.
jam. You gotta be in a position of difficulty and cry and call upon the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and He will deliver you. All right, that's gonna show your faith, man. When you're in that jam, and who do you turn to? You don't turn to man. You don't turn to no weapon. All right, no, you turn to the Lord, man, who can save you out of all troubles. You see,
Yep.
and that's why we gotta go through this straight gate. All right, to get into the kingdom is this narrow passage, man. All right, there's water on one side, fire on the other side. One man can only go through it. Hey, we all gotta go through this walk, man. You want the kingdom? This is the cost. This is what we gotta do. All right, and the Lord gave us the gift of faith. He gave us His name. All right, so stand boldly, stand in faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and the Lord will deliver you, man.
Right, and that's the whole reason why we're in this now, to build up our faith.
Yeah.
You know, and not even that, man. Pray to the Lord, man. Because anybody right now could say, "Oh yeah, I ain't gonna take shit. I ain't gonna do anything." But when shit is right in your face, are you gonna have the same attitude? You know, hey, only the Lord knows that. So pray to Him to keep that spirit upon you, and for you to have that spirit in that day, because ultimately He's the only one that can give you that spirit, that can save you out of the situation.
Right, it tells you in Sirach 37:15, above all this, pray to the Lord that He direct thy steps in truth. You know, because again, the Lord is the power over all flesh. All right, He directs our steps. You see, He's the author of this whole movie of these scriptures. All right, so He could direct your way into certain destruction, or He could send you into destruction and save you out of it, man.
Yeah.
All right.
I got one. This is Acts 14:22. It says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith. See, continue in the faith, that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man.
Yes,
And that part of the tribulation is what? Esau threatening us. Esau's locking us up. You know, saying that he's gonna take our lives away and all that. Hey, all that's part of it, man. You know.
Yeah.
And if we maintain our faith, whether we have to die or not, you know, hey, then we'll get the kingdom of heaven. But if we lose it over some little shit because we want to save our lives for a little while, because put it like this: let's say you do listen to Esau. You think Esau's gonna honor you? You think Esau's gonna be, right there with you and let you be a part of his kingdom? No, man. Esau's gonna betray you, just like that movie Geronimo. You know, he used him to take out the rest of the other Gadites, and then what? When he was done, he put him in jail with the ones,
people.
You know, with his own people.
Yeah.
You know, so there's different ways you could look at it for you not to take it, man. For you not to fold, man. You know, choose one as long as you don't fold. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, son.
Sirach 2:10.
Come.
This is Sirach 2:10. It says, "Look at the generations of old, and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in His fear and was forsaken, or whom did He ever despise that called upon Him? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in time of affliction." And that time of affliction is coming upon us, you know, and like the brothers are bringing out, you know, this devil is getting more bold, speaking more boldly about what he's gonna do, you know, saying he's gonna come to our doors, and we're gonna have to call upon the name of the Lord in that day. You know, we're not gonna be confounded when we call upon Him, especially in that time of affliction. You know,
We truly believe that we gotta truly believe, man. We gotta truly believe and keep our faith. You know, it's sooner than we think, man. You know, it could be by the end of this year. It could be sooner than that. You know, but all we know that Esau's starting to make more and more moves. You know.
Right.
You got some? Yeah, that's all I have.
And go ahead.
No, so with that, hopefully you burn edified. Just be on your P's and Q's, man. Keep the faith. You know, fear not man, but him that could fear not man that could destroy the flesh, but him that could destroy both soul and body in hell, man. You know, fear the Lord ultimately, because He could do way worse than Esau Edom, man. You know. So with that, we're gonna end it by giving our praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yesharala that were well, and salutations to you Akim out there in the highways and the byways, preaching His word in truth and in sincerity.
Shalom,
Abba, Abba.